you trust me, then I'm going to give it back to you. And the very things that they threw overboard saved their life later. Because they would, but see, some of us aren't willing to get rid of things that aren't, they're necessary, they're just not necessary right now. So they got exactly where God wanted them to be. Here's the thing. When you understand, when you change partners, and when you understand where God wants you to be, you don't fret about the ship falling apart and your life taking on water, because God said you will get to where? Rome. You're going to get to Rome. But so if I'm going to get to Rome, none of this other stuff is going to hurt me. It might make me uncomfortable. It might inconvenience me, but it will not stop me. So you know what? While my heart hurts over losing my husband, it's not going to stop me from getting what God ultimately told me to do. Though my heart hurts over my son, it's not going to stop me from getting to where God ultimately wants me to be. We've got to look at life from the view of eternity and what God has said. And when we look at it like that, the bumps and the bruises of life, though they hurt us and though they dismay us at times, they don't stop us from getting where God wants us to be. So guess what? He told them, it's now time to get off this this broken up ship and get in the water. So wait a minute, God. A minute ago, we were trying to get in the lifeboats. Now you telling us don't get in the lifeboats, get in the water. But God, I don't know how to swim.
That's right. Get in the water.
I don't know how to swim.
Get in the water.
He says, get in the water. Because what he has already prepared is that very thing that's going to save you from drowning. But it takes our obedience to him and his word, his will and his way, as uncomfortable as that may seem, to get to that place where God wants us. What God never promised was that it was going to be easy getting there. He never said you wouldn't get wet. He never said you wouldn't get hurt. He never said you wouldn't be dismayed or discouraged. But what he did say is you're going to get there. You're going to get there. And think about it. Think about once they stepped up on that shore and looked back. When they stepped up on the shore and looked back, guess what they saw in that water? Beaten up, broken up, battered ship. That's what they saw. Pieces, wood, debris. That's what they saw in the water. But now, they're standing on dry ground. So when you look back from where God brought you, be grateful for where you are. That's what it does. That's what it does for us. That's what it does. And think about how that encourages us going forward. I read about this fella named David. Y'all heard of him? He was a king. Long chapter about David.